Good morning. Well, today I'm gonna tell you another story. This story is actually true and it was relayed to me by a foreigner. So I will say it to you from the foreigner's point of view, as if I was the foreigner. Whilst traveling back and forth every month with my girlfriend to Camotes Island from Danao, on a Jamalia ferry which takes 2 hours of cost 500 peso, I often saw many foreigners on board, on their own or with a partner, and quite often through the fast and fast time of day, you know, to tell me a bit of their background. I tell them about a little bit of my background, and it passed time of day. That was nice. About 18 months ago, a foreigner started chatting to me. He was from the UK and he was due to retire in 5 months' time. He visited his girlfriend for a second time in Comores, and on the latest visit, he purchased a lot for her. Cost him 750,000 pesos. And his intention was to retire her 4 months, return here, move in with her and the family, and start this very slowly build his house. So we started chatting and just talking about savings and pension, and he said his pension from the UK would be about 68,000 pesos a month. I mean, pesos. You can convert to your own currency. But 68,000 pesos. And I said, yes, that's not to live on. No problem. You can live in that. Especially if you stay in it with her parents with no cost. So I said, is your girlfriend with you now? He said, yes, and he's pointing with this girl. And in fairness, this girl was a 10. She was beautiful. 21-year-old, no children, false eyelashes, hair all been done professionally, the usual long nails all painted nicely, a white denim jacket, a white t-shirt, white shirt with white trainers, and a necklace, a gold watch, earrings, and the bracelet. She looks $1 million. And I said to him, wow, she looks very beautiful. And he said, yes, I'm very lucky to meet her. I'm chatting with her a long line. For a couple of months, I came here, visit her for 4 months, and I came here again. And in 4 months' time, I wrapped everything in the UK, and I'm coming here to live. I said, you're very lucky. Out of interest, are you supporting the girl? He said, yes, I give the girl 15,000 pesos a month. And I give her parents 10,000 a month. So that's 25,000 a month. I said, that's nice that you're helping them out a bit. Will you, however, can afford to pay them that when you're living here permanently on your state pension? Because as you said, you're gonna start building your house slowly. And remember this, if you don't eat Pinoy food or a foreigner food will cost you 15,000 pesos just for you. He said, no, obviously I cannot afford to keep on supporting them. I have to stop. And I said, have you told her that? No, no, she's very understanding. She loves me. There's no make difference for her. Anyway, we carried on chatting just past the time of day with off that topic. And I got off the ferry, he got off the ferry, said goodbye, I said goodbye, and that was that. And for the next 12 months or 13 months, I totally forgot about him. Anyway, one day, about 4 months ago, I was in Dunkin' Donuts in Danao City, in Gaisano, having a Dunkin' Donuts and a coffee. Minding my own business, I sat there. When I heard this guy say, Roger, I turned and looked at him. I didn't recognize him. Roger, do you remember me? I said, no, refresh my memory. On the boat with a girl with a white outfit. Well, while I'm forgetting him, obviously I couldn't forget the girl. She was 10 out of 10. Beautiful. So I said, oh yeah, I remember you now. Obviously I remember the girl. I remember you now. How's things? Oh my God. Can I sit down and join you? I said, go on. And he started telling me the story. He packed all his stuff, tied it loose ends up to the UK, and come back here, live with the girl. And he started slowly building the house. During the first month, he only dug the footings and put the first course of block works, which we call that a proof level, but we don't do that here. And everything was fantastic. Her parents has been fantastic, treating him like a son. She's been beautiful to her and helpful, and even helped with the building work. She wasn't shy to mock them. But at the end of the month, she came to him and said, where's my 15,000 allowance and where's mama's 10,000 allowance? I was so shocked that I said, yeah, okay, but this is the last worth of my savings. So I gave her 15,000 and I gave the mama 10,000. And all was happy, fantastic, and the relationship seems getting stronger and seems getting on better. And another month passed, and I was up to 6 courses, bottom of the window, this small and simple house. As for the food, I try to learn to eat Pinoy foods because I can no longer afford 15,000 pesos to feed myself. Although I am supporting them, I still paid for the rice and electric and basic essentials. Anyway, at the end of the month, she came to me and said, oh, we need the 15,000 allowance and my mama need the 10,000 allowance. We need to go to Cebu. We need to buy some stocks and this and that. And I said to her, look, I did tell you last month, I couldn't make it. The money I'll spend it to the house. She looked at me with a blank expression in the face and said, stop joking. Are you serious? And I said, I'm serious. I've got no money left. Only a couple of thousand to build the house. She then asked me again, tell me, are you really serious? And I said, yes, of course. What about things change in a few months? Will you give me allowance again? I said, no. All the money, keep it for the house and work for the house. At the current rate, what's the little money I have will goes to the house. So no, there will be no allowances. As I said, I will pay the electric, I will pay the water bill, and I will pay for a sack of rice and dried fish and fish. That's all I can do. She then stormed off and got a hump. And she said, you can sleep in a spare bedroom tonight. So I just thought, typical young Filipina having a stroke. She'll be fine in the morning. However, 5 o'clock in the morning, I was awake by the father and the mother and her, looking all at me in the bed. I looked up at them and said, is everything okay? Your bags and your suitcase are on the doorsteps. Go. I said, go? I was shocked. Go, we don't want you here anymore. But I said, I paid you for the lot and the building materials. I don't care. You can no longer support us. We don't want you anymore. I want you out. I'm totally flabbergasted. I'm so shocked. I actually got up, picked my bag, and went. And caught a ferry back to the now. I've been fleeced. All my savings are gone. All my money was gone. But luckily, I managed to find a small place in Danao for 4,000 pesos a month. I could sustain myself. I never heard from that girl again. Oh, by the way, she did threaten me that if I didn't get out, she will get the barangay captain there and fabricated all types of stories. Luckily for me, every cloud has a silver lining. And I met another girl who's a bit older. She was 34. She was no 10. She was a 7. But O's love never asked for any money. She had one child who is 6 years old, who's a lovely, sweet little boy. I took him straight away. She never asked me money. She never asked me any support. She was working part-time. She has her own little store. And although I felt obligated to buy rice, this and that, she was really happy to provide everything and told me to get on my feet first and we'll talk about chipping in, but I don't expecting all. So I fell on my feet at last. I met this wonderful girl who's older. That was a 7, still good looking, still a pretty girl, but was down to earth. What you saw is what you got. She was a keeper. She bathed me, she washed me, cleaned me, did everything for me. Went to Okay shop and bought me cheap clothes. She's amazing. So luckily, in the end, I did find happiness. It couldn't turn out a lot worse, but I found happiness. I thanked the foreigner for being honest, telling me the story, and he said to me, I only wish I'd take your advice. But, as I said, all the glitters is not gold, and only fools rush in. And, you know, I after to 10, why? I don't know. Maybe the ego, a second childhood type of thing. But anyway, I learned my lesson. I'm happy now and all is worked out. So there you go. There's a tale about foreigners number 2. And for those of you saying, oh, I don't believe you, I'm thinking I'm lying. And thank you this, and thank you that. I'm not lying. I'm telling you this. This is a true story. Straight from the foreigner's mouth. It's actually happened. And it happens a lot here in the Philippines. So there you go. I hope you enjoy listening. I hope you take something away from it and learn. God bless you. Good health. And see you in my next video.